trying to stay in the dry parts of the road. I don't know if you can see it ahead. If I hug the left, I'll hit that standing water and slide. If I hug the right, so I'm just trying to stay smooth, not have too many steering inputs. I'm actually lifting my foot around this curve. This curve does worry me a little bit because it's a very long curve. But that car has the 4-ways on. I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe they can't see. Maybe there's mechanically something wrong. So you don't want to be near them. Some people do that. Some people don't. I don't know. Moving pretty good, taking my time. That car that went into that ditch, that's anywhere from $75 to $250 to get their tow. And they're gonna get a ticket for driving too fast for the conditions. So that was the teachable moment. Slow down in hazardous conditions. I'm just trying to stay as smooth as possible. You can look at the gaps in traffic. There's not as heavy volume, but a careless driver would really speed, and on these curves, centrifugal force will pull you out to the left and you'll hit the wall. So I'm not trying to do that. Lifted my foot a little bit around the curve. No sense into going this curve super fast and lose control and slide. It takes up to 10 years to learn how to drive fog, rain, snow, heavy downtown metro driving. Los Angeles, Detroit, Chicago, Toronto. I'm also holding the steering wheel very light to feel the tires on the road to make sure I have traction. You want to stay away from big trucks. All that spray can kick up and cause you to lose control. I'm lifting my foot around the curve. I'm not trying to have too much acceleration come in because I'll lose control of the car. When you see all this water and mist, you got to slow down. Truck's moving too fast. That's how people have accidents. See how fast they're going? They're getting ready to cut off someone. It's going too fast for the conditions. You can kind of analyze this. So I'm just increasing my following distance, not panicking, but looking. And from experience, you'll be able to identify like that black truck going way too fast. And if you're a younger driver, 1, 2, 3 years, you don't understand, and you're just gonna be trying to race everyone. And that can be a little bit fun, but it's also very dangerous. because you're going to run out of room, lose your stopping distance, and have to really slam the brakes to slow the car down. Once you get enough experience, and I said once, if you make it, and hopefully you do, you'll be able to drive really smooth. And that's what I'm trying to do, is not overpower the car, overpower the road, and whatever the traffic gives me, that's what I do. I'm gonna count my following distance: 0, 1, 2. I'm about 3 seconds away from this car ahead of me. If you're aggressive and on top of cars, people get very nervous, and it leads to a potential rush-in, a road rage situation, and no one wants that. Know what's really pushing me to go super fast, so I'm just trying to keep good space. I'm trying to drive into tracks, if you can see those tracks ahead of me, and trying to make those small movements to just keep the car going safely with good steering inputs and good traction on the roadway. I think that's a Challenger ahead of us. People who tend to have cars like that may be more aggressive, speeding real fast, cutting in and out, drifting. So, you know, be mindful of the type of car, not to stereotype people, but certain people buy certain cars because they have the horsepower capabilities to do certain things. That sound was hydroplaning. Yeah, it's getting worse again. You can tell by the sound. It will be terrible to have to change a tire, but I've been in weather like this and it is not the greatest. You can see the flow slowing down again. In some older parts of the metro area, the roads are smaller. You can see the roads starting to get much smaller. Getting over, taking my time, trying to just guide the car through and just be really smooth. If it's really shiny out here, there's a lot of water and that's potential to spin out. And you can look at the flow again. This car to the left is going faster than everyone, so they could potentially lose control also. And look at the tires. If you see all that spray under the tires, potential for hydroplaning. See brake lights, show brake lights. Get over. And once you're in the lane, cancel your blinker. Anywhere from 3 to 5 blinks. Our eyes are attracted to light, and then the next blinker, people recognize it into the third one. Okay, they want to get over to the right or to the left. I don't want to hook the right where the standing water is. I'll spin out. So my foot's off the gas and I'm squeezing real easy. We're at 40. Whoa, there's a big bumper there. Someone spun out and crashed. I'm looking up the ramp to make sure I don't get cut off. A lot of people don't use blinkers, some people do. It's about a 60, 40. There's another car behind me just creeping out real easy. Just trying to baby the car. Everyone's moving slowly. We're about 40, that's probably 45. The left lane is probably 50. It's about 5 to 10 miles per hour difference in each lane. This lane will get caught off a lot because we're by the entrances to the expressway.